San Francisco, down an insignificant 6 issues not up to 5 minutes into the second one-part Thursday. Duke trainer Mike Krzyzewski knew his group was once at the ropes, the tip of his mythical occupation looming ever nearer. The rugged Texas Tech Pink Raiders had dictated the pace all through the primary part in their NCAA Match West Regional semifinal, and had been proceeding to impose their will. The Blue Devils had been lucky the deficit wasn't larger, however it might definitely develop if one thing didn't alternate. So Krzyzewski switched to a zone, a defensive scheme his avid gamers had practiced just a little right through the season and, if no longer a tactic of final hotel, was once almost certainly the penultimate one. The consequences weren't dramatic, however they made sufficient of a distinction that second-seeded Duke was once ready to flee with a 78-73 victory to offer the retiring Krzyzewski his 100th NCAA match win and ship the Blue Devils to the Elite Eight for the 17th time in his 42-year tenure. On Saturday, the second-seeded Blue Devils will face number 4 Arkansas, which upset top-seeded Gonzaga 74-68, with a place within the Ultimate Four at the line. In the event that they advanced that some distance, Krzyzewski would set a report with a 13th Ultimate Four look, breaking a tie with the enduring John Wood of UCLA. It stored down the quantity of physicality as a result of they had been dressed in us down, so the zone gave us an opportunity to more or less dance across the ring slightly bit as an alternative of being in a nook, Krzyzewski stated. A 9-1 surge gave Duke its first lead of the second one-part, 49-47, when Paolo Branchero, game-high 22 issues, hit a brief baseline jumper on the 11:35 mark. The groups weren't separated via greater than 4 issues till the Blue Devils opened a 73-68 lead with 1:30 left to play, then iced the sport on the loose throw line. Duke made its closing 8-box function makes an attempt because it become best the third crew this season to attain 70 issues towards the Pink Raiders, who rank at or close to the highest in maximum nationwide defensive metrics. The Blue Devils performed zone for simplest about 7 minutes, and it wasn't all that efficient till they tightened it sufficient to stay third-seeded Texas Tech from beating them with cuts to the basket. The defensive adjustments illustrated no longer simplest the dire nature of the instant, but additionally Krzyzewski's willingness to regulate and accept as true with his avid gamers. After they later requested to return to man-to-man, he complied, announcing the request got here from the entire team, like a Catholic boys' choir. It used to be a refrain. All of them mentioned it. Once they stated that, I felt they're going to possess it, Krzyzewski stated. They'll make it paintings, and that's more than likely extra vital than technique all through that point. Playing under shadow, Arizona, Kansas could face NCAA penalties after Tournament Sweet 16, winners and losers from Thursday's games. Results, men, women. Alternatively, a corridor of famer with probably the most wins of any NCAA basketball trainer, 5 nationwide championships and 3 Olympic gold medals must pay attention, particularly given his staff's adolescence. The sport pitted Duke's standard selection of blue-chip possibilities most likely certain for the NBA after a temporary school forestall, tops amongst them Branchero and guard A.J. Griffin, in opposition to an unskilled Texas Tech roster that includes a number of transfers and 5 upperclassmen within the beginning lineup. Best one in all Duke starters, junior ahead Wendell Moore, has performed greater than 2 seasons of faculty basketball. 3 of its 5 main scorers are newbies. Branchero, a freshman ahead who blended with 7-1 Hart Mark Williams for 38 issues, stated the magnitude of the instant when he mentioned, I've by no means performed in a basketball recreation like that. The Blue Devils had regarded shaky in going 2-2 over their Ultimate Four video games ahead of the NCAAs, together with a runaway loss to rival North Carolina in Krzyzewski's Ultimate House Recreation, when the feelings of the instance may have got the most efficient of them. Their 2 March Insanity victories have been cast however lower than spectacular, elevating questions on their talent to get previous Texas Tech, let on my own succeed in the Ultimate Four in New Orleans. Odds makers had necessarily referred to as the sport a toss-up, and various professionals believed the gritty Purple Raiders would suffocate Duke with their protection. Certainly, they did over the primary 25 minutes or so, till the Blue Devils began poking throughout the so-called no-middle protection with Branchero, Williams and a powerful second part from level guard Jeremy Roach, who scored 11 of his 15 issues after the spoil. Duke shot 71% within the ultimate 20 minutes, the absolute best this season in opposition to Texas Tech. Whilst you're taking part in a crew like Duke that has such a lot firepower on their offensive finish and numerous guys that may do numerous good things at the ground one-on-one, it is at all times going to be arduous to forestall, stated ahead Bryson Williams, who led the Purple Raiders with 21 issues. The ones guys had momentum going into the top of the sport, they usually took complete good thing about it, so simply hats off to them. They performed nice at the offensive finish in opposition to the top of the sport.